This is TWiT.
Unfortunately, people last week who manually checked for updates were
Seekers.
Seekers.
That's
yes.
what they're called, yes.
Well, seek and destroy.
I saw it and found it. I installed it on 3 machines with no problem, but obviously
and
not everybody did.
Not everybody has a problem. Unfortunately, those who did had a big problem. So what happened was that the original plan was that the Windows 10 October feature update was scheduled to be part of today's Patch Tuesday. But so at which point it would have been automatically found and downloaded and installed. But it was also put up on Windows Update a week before, where people who manually checked for updates would find it and could install it. The thing that in retrospect, and I don't know this is a cheap shot at Microsoft, but their page describing it says, with the release of the Windows 10 October 2018 update, and that'll be version 1809. Right now we're at 1802. Microsoft says, we're empowering a new era of personal productivity.
Clear your desk.
Yeah, exactly. All those files that have been piling up, in your documents folder, really, those are just getting in your way. Those are slowing you down. We're going to get rid of those for you. So what happened was, for those who don't know, some who updated, presumably in anticipation of being empowered by this new era of personal productivity, soon discovered that all of their personal documents had been irretrievably deleted from the computer. Seriously. And that was only one of a number of problems that this thing had. Now, okay, we know that apparently it had something to do with Windows Cloud syncing when syncing was not in use, although we haven't yet had a full articulation of why some people were hit and others were not, but a chunk of people were. And we know that when files are deleted from a hard drive or, any mass medium, the entry in the directory is eliminated, and then the space that the file was occupying on the medium is just marked as available for reuse. Thus, Norton's original claim to fame of undelete, where he realized that, you could, and you could remove the E5, which was the marker for this is an available entry, and guess what the first character was, or the user could say, I remember what that file name began with, using the rest of the name, and then subject to the drive's fragmentation, which made guessing where the file was a little more tricky, you could unmark those sectors as free, that is, mark them as in use, and oftentimes reclaim your file. Well, that's exactly what happened here. When people were initially calling Microsoft saying, hey, all my documents are gone, the level 1 support people said, what? We don't know anything about that. Later, when Microsoft realized, oops, we have a problem here, and they started looking at it more closely, the advice changed to step away from your computer, stop using it immediately, and we'll get back to you. Later down on the new era of productivity page, under the symptom, first of all, they said known issues updating to Windows 10 version 1809 on that page. They added under known issues, only one symptom. We have paused the rollout of the Windows 10 October 2018 update version 1809 for all users as we investigate isolated reports of users missing some files after updating. Yeah, like the ones that System Restore will not restore. So under workaround, they said, if you have manually checked for updates and believe you have an issue with missing files after an update, please minimize your use of the affected device and contact us directly at 1-800-Microsoft or find a local number in your area. Alternatively, use a different device to contact us. If you have manually downloaded the Windows 10 October 2018 update installation media, please don't install it and wait until new media is available. We will provide an update when we resume rolling out the Windows 10 October 2018 update to customers. And as this picture of the week shows, some poor guy named Robert Zico posted on October 3rd, which would have been last Wednesday, under the title Windows 10 October 2018 Update version 1809, deleted all my files. He posted, I have just updated my Windows using the October update version 1809. It deleted all my files of 23 years in amount of 220 gigabytes. This is unbelievable. I have been using Microsoft products since 1995, and nothing like that ever happened to me. And then he says, files were located at c:/users/rober, R-O-B-E-R, and of course his name is Robert Zico, /documents. He says, this location is still present with no files. All of the files deleted. I'm extremely upset, not sure what to do. Please let me know. So anyway, as we know, recovery is possible for those who were affected. Subject to, reuse of the space and also the degree of fragmentation. This is why I've still sort of thought, I don't defrag SSDs, but I do make images of my system. Like I've got a nightly imaging system, like a nightly imaging program now established, and with incremental images. And I'm not taking anything. And of course, that's what everyone says, right? In response to Robert is, well, you did make a backup, didn't you? So anyway, this happened. Microsoft stopped it. It's gone away. Is not part of today's Patch Tuesday. In addition, there were reports that Task Manager was showing incorrect CPU usage levels. Microsoft Word, at least versions 2016 and 2019, would no longer save documents, no matter what anybody did. Save as, save, but apparently that had something to do with add-ons, a conflict with Word add-ons, such that if you went into add-ons and disabled them, then Word would again save your documents. So if there is anybody who's listening to this who's like been stuck and can't reboot or shut down or close because they've got documents, unsaved documents, that apparently is a workaround. And then a number of games, Battlefield 1 and 4, Assassin's Creed, Hitman, Watchdog, and Rainbow Siege reportedly stopped working for some people after this. So Microsoft has some work to do. I'm sure they'll get it fixed. And hopefully people did have backups, and this does not represent a catastrophic loss for them. For those who can, our takeaway is it's probably worth setting that deferral on feature updates to like 60 days. Unfortunately, Windows 10 Home does not give you that option, which is really infuriating that all other versions of Windows offer it. But Microsoft said, we're going to be stingy. We're not going to let Windows Home users defer the feature updates. But for those not using Home, Pro, Enterprise, and others, you can, under the advanced settings, you can, for Windows Update Advanced Settings, you can elect to defer feature updates for up to 365 days, for up to a year. I would argue, for old, really cranky people, fine, set it 365 days and you'll never get a features update. 60 is certainly fine, because if features update is going to cause a major meltdown, it'll be detected within 2 months. Microsoft will fix it, and your system, having patiently waited a couple months, will have been spared whatever pain that update may cause. So I would say at this point, definitely defer features updates for 60 days. You can always then, decide you want to bite the bullet after a week of no problems, or maybe set it to a week of deferral. I don't know. But clearly, we're in a world now where this forward-rolling, continuing eras of enhanced personal productivity being offered by Microsoft could sometimes backfire on people. So I would say not. Or if you have a plan to image your whole system and or all of the important parts, then yeah, go ahead. Be a leader.